Fashion.
Hi guys, I'm here at Charmi Creations, sitting here with Charmi herself. How are you, Charmi?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for having us here today.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about the history of Charmi Creations.
So my mum started Charmi Creations in Mumbai back 30 years ago. It was a very small boutique where she did a lot of casual clothes, but everyone absolutely loved it. And she grew from strength to strength, and then I became a teenager, and she sent me to London to study in London College of Fashion, and I did my degree from there. I tried to create patterns and cut patterns which were a little bit different, a bit of fusion, rather, you know, like a mix of Asian with the Western cultures. So tried to create patterns like that, and embroidery was done in India. As it's home production, we have everything in-house. It's a boutique where everything gets done.
So everything's made there?
Everything's made under one roof. We have tailors here as well in London now.
Okay.
But that's how it actually all started. And I studied here and started the company, a sister company in London. And that's what we do.
And no looking back since then?
Yes.
Did you always want to be a fashion designer?
You know what? When I was a child, I actually didn't know what I wanted to be. But seeing your parents do a certain job, so my mum had always been designing all her life. You aspire to be like your mum, and that's how it. You know, I just wanted to be a mini mum. So that's what yeah.
Well, you've got a beautiful boutique here. What sets you apart, you think, from other boutiques?
Well, first of all, we're not a shop. We're a residential boutique.
Yeah.
Everything is done by appointments only. So we see clients on one-to-one basis. We have specialist consultants who, when you walk through the door, there's not 3 or 4 clients coming in at the same time.
Yeah.
So our consultant will go through every piece that's in the boutique, and we will go through it in good detail with you, making sure the client knows what we have to offer. If they are then happy with our services, we'll make them try on different outfits and see what they have to suggest, different sort of styles that will suit them.
Okay.
And once they're happy with that, they'll book a second appointment with myself.
Right, okay.
And that's when the design process starts.
That's when the magic starts.
That's when the magic starts.
So these are all sample pieces in the store here today?
Yes.
And so what actually happens when a client comes here? Do they mainly have their own ideas of what they want, or do they see some of your sample piece and say, yeah, I want that?
Yeah. Well, you get all sorts of clients. So a lot of our clients somehow, well, I would say 50% of clients don't have any idea of what they want.
Okay.
Really? They will just come in with an open mind. They'll say, show us what you have. Can we try a few things?
Yeah.
And we're more than happy for clients to try different gowns and lehengas and, you know, and discover the kind of style that actually suits them. And there are certain clients who will know exactly what they want. So they'll come with certain ideas and perhaps some sketches and say, this is what I want. And we are able to adapt that and create it into an individual piece. However, I have to admit that whenever they have come with ideas and once they've seen our collection, they kind of scrap the idea and
it changes.
End up going with our collection. Yeah.
And you personally design all these outfits.
That's
Where do you
right.
get your inspiration from?
I can't really answer that question because I'm constantly designing. So it will be 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll have an idea. I'll come downstairs and I will be designing. So inspiration, I think, comes from everyday life. I can't say a museum has inspired me or a painting has inspired me. Sometimes you'll just see the most beautiful sunset and you might want to use those sort of colors in the color palette and, you know, design a dress like that. But yeah, it's constant for me.
Everywhere. So you carry a pen and paper with you all the time.
You'll have certain days where you won't be designing. It'll be complete, you know, what you say, a creative block.
Yeah.
But most of the days you're constantly coming up with ideas.
Now talk us through the process when a client does come. What can she expect, and how long does the whole process take?
The client, they'll make an inquiry, online inquiry. We have 2 phone lines. So one is the international inquiry, one's the UK inquiry. when they make an inquiry, and we'll give them the whole price range, we'll tell them this is what we have to offer. They'll come in with an open mind. Our consultant will actually go through, as I said, we'll go through all the outfits with them. We'll talk about different color combinations. They get an opportunity to try as many outfits as they want. The first consultation is normally an hour, if not more. Okay. And we don't restrict them to try as few outfits. They can try as many as they want. Once they're happy with that, they will book. We will not take their order the first time they come.
Okay.
We want them to think about it, have a look.
Not make a rash decision.
No, not at all. And we'll always tell them, take your time. Yeah. We're not here to push sales. We're not here to push a client into making a decision. Yeah. But what we do want is happy clients who are happy with our service, and will give us a call back and say, okay, I would like to book a design session with Charmi, and that's when I walk in, and we'll then go through the same sort of ideas. So say if they've then decided, okay, that's the outfit that I want to go for, then we'll talk about different necklines, so because everyone's different shapes. Yeah. So what sort of neckline will suit them, what sort of skirt shape will suit them. So
and you can help them with that, give them advice
Absolutely.
about the body shapes and stuff like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you also do groom wear as well. I've noticed a piece over there in the corner.
Yes.
And is that similar? The groom can come and choose a piece?
Absolutely. So usually the brides take the limelight away.
Do they?
They usually make their decision first, and the grooms just have to follow, I guess. So if a bride has decided to wear a red outfit, we will then try and match or coordinate is the right word, I would say, with the bride's outfit, just to make sure that there's some sort of color combination which is a common, like a common factor between the two outfits. Maybe if it's a diamante embroidery or a jardozi, we'll make sure the groom has similar sort of embroidery. I think the important thing is not to match, but coordination is
complement each other.
Yeah, it's quite important.
And what kind of budget could a bride be looking at coming here to Charmi Creations?
Our prices start at 1,100. They go up to 2,500. But we cater for everyone who want something different, something special.
You can cater to their needs.
Yes, absolutely.
And I've noticed bits of jewellery as well around. Tell us a little bit about that. Do you design it yourself, or do you bring it in?
No, we don't. I don't design it myself, but we have a creative team in Mumbai who actually design jewellery just for us. So when we launch a new collection, we will show them the collection, and according to the embroideries of the collection, they will then design 25 pieces for Charmi Creations. Wow, and then we base our orders on that. So we do everything from kalire to chudas to bangles to earrings, necklace, stickers, everything.
Wow, okay, the whole thing. Files,
everything.
Excellent. What kind of trends do you see coming in fashion at the moment?
Trends at the moment, I have been working on lots of different color combinations. So rather than wearing all red lehenga, we're kind of dividing the colors. We're making the top color different to the lehenga color. So it would be a red blouse with a white skirt with a red embroidery on it. Yeah. Or we'll add a third color in. So one of our collections, which I'll show you, will be a teal color blouse with an ivory skirt and a red scarf. So 2 or 3 different combinations, working into one piece. Long trains, whether it's a lehenga, whether it's a gown, it doesn't matter. But something with a twist, you have to stand out from a crowd. Yeah. So when a bride walks in, their outfit should say, yes, that's a Charmi Creations or a designer piece.
The wow factor.
It has to speak the wow factor.
And do you find that brides are starting to move away from red now and using other colours?
Absolutely. I think it's also up to the designers to be a little bit brave and, try and come up with all these different color combinations. I think multicolors right now is very, very in. So once you show them the collection, they are more inclined to say, okay, yeah, actually that does look quite nice. Yeah. But if you have 50 red lehengas, they are going to choose one of the red lehengas. If you have a variety of colors, they'll be a bit more, I think they'll experiment with that.
Yeah. They look stunning. They look absolutely beautiful. They'll be dazzling everywhere. Should we take a look at them?
Absolutely.
Fashion.
Now we're in store looking at the different pieces. Charmi, this is beautiful. Tell us about this piece.
So this piece we've designed for 2013 collection. It's one of our fusion gowns, which is completely fitted up to your lower hip. And then from there, it has lots of different ruffles. We've used a bit of diamantes, which are actually spaced out, as you see here, which just highlights and it just catches the light quite nicely.
It's very grand.
Absolutely. It's on brocade silk, so the fabric used here is brocade silk. And it's got antique gold embroidery with lots of diamantes and Jardozi work,
It's beautiful. And you've got the male, the grooms matching.
Absolutely. So it's done in the same fabric as the females, and we've done a coordinated embroidery. So that's antique gold as well, with lots of diamantes. But a very, again, a very slick piece. It's a fusion piece. So English trousers, 3/4 length jackets, brilliant for Asian grooms.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And is this the way you're seeing things going at the moment? More of a basque kind of gown rather than a traditional lehenga? Yeah, I think nowadays all our brides are also all becoming very, I think just generally the way the world is going, everyone's very health conscious and everyone wants very fitted outfits. So yeah, basque gowns, and saying that, we also cater for people who don't want to wear you know, off shoulders. So we can always add a bolero jacket, or we can give them some sleeves. They can go for the same look, but if they don't want to show their skin, that's absolutely fine. We'll amend the design in such a way that we can cater for all sorts of clients. And all sorts of shapes.
Absolutely.
And including the trail, you can make it longer or shorter.
Longer, shorter, we can make it detachable. So a lot of times our brides say, we love the train, but we feel that when we're dancing, we don't want people to trip on it. We don't want it to get torn. So what we do is we add a Velcro patch underneath that. And the Velcro patch you can completely take the train off. So it then becomes a single, it's a dress. Without the
so when
train.
she's dancing, she doesn't have to worry about the whole world standing on her trail.
Absolutely. So you can go, the brides can walk in with a big drama, with long train. When they enter in, they cut their cake, they do their first dance, and there comes off the train.
Brilliant, fantastic. What about any other pieces you got to show us today?
So there's a fusion piece which I was talking to you about earlier, which
is the three-toned one, was it?
Yes. So ivory lehenga with you know, diamante work. It's got teal and red diamantes. It's got a nice long train. This one is not detachable, but if you wanted it, you could keep it detachable. And the beauty about this is it's not just one color. It comes with a teal blouse and a red scarf. So if it's a fusion of colors, and brides are ready to wear, you know, 3 colors together.
It's really contemporary.
It's very contemporary. It's very stylish. It's sleeveless, but if a bride walks in and says, I love this concept, I would like some sleeves, or I wouldn't want the train, we can accommodate. We'll be able to cater for every bride.
And is this a fishtail type of lehenga, or is this more for traditional type of lehenga?
Well, no, all our lehengas are slightly fitted. So we always give a little bit of fitting on the hips, and then we let it flare out. So it's not totally fishtail. But it's what we call a mermaid style lehenga. So it's fitted on the hips and we let it flare.
A what style?
A mermaid.
A mermaid. Okay, brilliant, beautiful. For your bride and grooms out there, you need to come down and check out Charmi Creations.
Fashion.
Well, that brings us to another end of another day. Catch me next week, same time, same place, for more fashion and more beauty.